guys, welcome to another edition or another episode of Cooking with Coco LaBon. Today we're going to do a really quick frittata. This is great for, brunch, breakfast, whatever. So I'm using a smaller skillet. I had pre-chopped some tomato, like some deli ham, onion, and green bell pepper, but you could put anything in here you want: shrimp, mushrooms, whatever. It's all about the ingredients that you like. And what I like to do is saute everything in a little bit of butter, maybe about a teaspoon or so of butter. You can also use olive oil or a little bit of vegetable oil. And I'm just going to saute that so that it's cooked, because I've got my bowl here because I need to crack 4 eggs. And again, I'm using a small skillet. I'm going to do 4 eggs, and then I'm going to basically mix that together, and I'm going to combine all the ingredients at the end, but you'll see how this is done shortly. So I'm going to add a few seasonings to the egg. So I love this herb garlic seasoning, and I'll put the information below. So I put a little bit of that in the eggs. Shake a little bit of that in there. And you can see I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper just from a shaker, just to taste. I try to be light on the salt, just for health reasons. So I don't want to over salt it. You can always salt it at the end if you need to. And I also like to add, and this is optional, but I like to add some hot sauce, whatever hot sauce is your favorite. Put a little bit in there just for flavor. There's an added flavor. And again, I'm just going to saute my ingredients so that they get a little bit of a brown edge on them. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix up my eggs with the seasoning and just kind of whip them up with the spoon. You really don't need a mixer for this part. So it's like really easy to do because it's one bowl, one skillet, you're done. I mean, I did pre-chop my vegetables to make it easier for you guys. And then I add a little bit of milk. I kind of eyeball it. You don't want to add too much, but just add enough to, and then whip that in there. I mean, with 4 eggs, I did probably a half a cup of, maybe a third of a cup of milk. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the fire off under my sauteed ingredients. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour my egg mixture over into the skillet. And it's okay. You think, oh my God, the egg's going to cook right away. But all it's going to do is kind of create sort of a crispy bottom and edge for the frittata. It's not going to cook the whole thing. That definitely is going to take longer. So what I have to do now, once I've combined the two things, I'm going to add some cheddar cheese on top. Again, this is optional, or you could add a different type of cheese if you want. I personally love sharp cheddar cheese. I set my oven at 350, and I'm going to stick this right in the oven. And we're going to let it go for about, you're going to have to keep an eye on it, about 35 minutes or so. What you want to see is exactly what I'm taking out of this oven. You want to see that nice brown top. I mean, that looks unbelievable. That's how you want it to look. It looks nice and cooked, but you can tell that that cheese is cooked on top. And you can let it cool down before you cut it, but when I make these, I'm like so anxious to eat. I'm digging in right away. It's okay. It's not going to collapse. So the egg is cooked. But if you want, you let it cool down a little. But this is so amazing for brunch. You could have a little side salad or some side veggies or some potatoes or something else on the side, but I just scoop it out and then put it in a plate, and I tell you what, it's ready to go. So this is good for about 2 to 3 people. You can use a really large skillet if you're cooking for a whole family. But it's so easy to make. It's different for breakfast. It's delicious. Thank you for joining me today.